Well, good Thursday afternoon to you. It's Dan. I want to welcome y'all to my home in the sticks. Gracious Almighty, I hope everybody is having a wonderful Thursday. I done had a couple of folk ask me, Dan, we seen some trees over where you live. What kind of trees you got planted? So give me a second and I'm finna show you. All right, party people, we finna make a round on a 40 in the mule. Yes, it's running. Yeah, it's running. I'm gonna show you all the trees that I actually have over here growing. And what I'm gonna tell you is, when I first bought this place, I ain't had a tree one out here. Actually, the only trees that I had growing out over here at my home place were 2 fig trees and 2 pecan trees. So we finna ride up yonder and I'm gonna show you. All right, first stop. The first 2 trees that I have as soon as you pull into my property are these guys right here. There's 1 and there's 2. I call those Mr. Joe's. I actually had a fella that I worked with at the police department. Hope I ain't blinding y'all. He passed away, but he actually grew some crepe myrtles at his home place, and he actually gave me, well, us at the time, 2 crepe myrtles, and they was just small things. They just pink crepe myrtles. I don't know if you can see that, but I have 2 of them, 1 here and 1 there. And look at all that kudzu. Lord of mercy, kudzu would just take over everything over. Towards the driveway, I actually have some more crepe myrtles growing here. These are red crepe myrtles, and those are knockout roses. They ain't really knocking out anything, they just roses because it's just been so dang dry over here. We finna go over yonder. Let me show you all the other ones that I have planted out over here. There's another crepe myrtle. That's a red one that we planted. Well, I planted over here at my home in the sticks. I hope I ain't blinding y'all. It's crepe myrtle. Moving on. This guy right here, I don't know what his dealio is. I hope y'all can hear me over this mule. I think you can. But that's a sycamore. He's been in the ground probably 2 or 3 years. I don't know. I'm just not a tree expert or anything like that, but he probably needs to be pruned. So, yeah. The sycamore, number 1. Over here on the other side, facing the east, I actually have 2 apple trees. That is a, yeah, they look poor. That is a Granny Smith, and that one over there is a Golden Delicious. I don't know if you can see it over there. There you go. You can see it. Got some apples on here. A few of them anyways. But, oh, got a wormhole right there. These trees, according to my research at the time, you have to have 2 to pollinate. You know, 1 pollinates the other. And it's just been so bad dry over here. I mean, there's fruit on them, but they just really don't really do anything. We finna go over yonder. I got trees everywhere, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Over here by my trailer, I actually had 2 Bradford pears. That's one that's really grown real well, and I don't know what happened with that one. He just ain't growing. He's just like, I don't know, it's like a bush. It's a Bradford pear bush. This one's growing really well. Close to the goat pens and the horse pasture, I have another crepe myrtle. It's starting to bloom in too. That one is called a Cajun red crepe myrtle, hence all the red flowers on it. I actually bought this crepe myrtle, I don't know, maybe 6-7 years ago in New Orleans, and actually transported it back to Mississippi and planted it right here. It's been growing and grows. It's been growing pretty good. I've seen a lot of folks that actually prune their crepe myrtles down to the nub. I myself do not do that. Over here, that is a river birch bush or something or other. Probably need to do some pruning on him right there. There's fig tree number 1. I did a video on that a while back on had somebody come back and prune it back for me, and there's fig tree number 2 over yonder. And here is sycamore number 2. And that one is growing quite nicely. Hey y'all. Old Buck and Rocket hollering at y'all. Hit. So, we'll park this mule. Okay. Hope y'all can see me. It's starting to get dark over here. I done got after it today, been cutting grass and doing all kind of other stuff. One of the last trees I want to show you is actually a weeping willow, and he's weeping pretty good because he ain't willowing. So it's a weeping willow. I think everything is suffering over here because of the heat. We've been getting rain, but at one point in time it was the heat and no rain. Last thing, oh, look at that plane. Oh, that's pretty cool. That was the first. I ain't never really seen any planes flying over here. The last one I want to show you is this guy right here. That is a flowering Bradford pear. That's the one that's got the thorns all over it and whatnot. If you ain't careful, that joke could drop blood on you. Let's see. You see those thorns right here? Yeah. I had it in my mind that I was going to cut this joker down a while back because it shades out my raised bed gardens, but I just left it. There you go. I had a bunch of folk asking me about the trees that I had planted over here at my home in the sticks. Didn't really have a whole bunch of trees here when I started. I really love trees. They do so many things for a home place. They provide shelter for the wildlife, and they just pretty to look at, and I love trees. If you like the video, go on and give it a thumbs up. They help. If you haven't subscribed to the Home in Sticks channel, gracious almighty, y'all need to come on over here and give me a look, because I'm always doing stuff, really. And with that being said, you know it's coming. Dan sure enough always gonna say it. Don't let nobody dull your shine. I mean, nobody. Especially when you want to put some trees out on your home place or your homestead. And we will see you and y'all in the next video.